Good afternoon, dear class 7 students. Dear students, we are dealing with the chapter that is energy resources. And in the previous video, I had explained to you up to coal and its different categories. Today, let us continue with another topic that is petroleum. So, petroleum is a liquid fossil fuel, burning fuel. It is also known as crude oil. It takes millions of years to produce petroleum from the remains of plants and animals. So, petroleum also has been made from the remains of the plants and animals under the ground. It is found in the underground rock formations. It is refined to produce petrol, diesel, and kerosene. It is used as a fuel in cars. Okay, so petrol is basically used for running machines, engines of different vehicles. The top crude oil producer in the world are Saudi Arabia, the USA, Russia, China, and Iran. So these are the leading countries to produce petrol in the world. Now let us discuss about the hydroelectric project in India. India is the third largest country with respect to the number of dams and the seventh largest producer of hydroelectric power in the world. So, India is the seventh largest country who is producing the hydroelectric power. That means it is producing the electricity from the waters, river water, dam water, and so on. So, it has more than 4,800 completed dams. Some of the important dams in India are Bakra Nangal Dam, Faraka Barge, Sardar Sarovar Dam, and Idukki Dam. Hydroelectricity projects are built over dams to fulfill the need of electricity. So these are dams are providing the huge amount of water, huge amount of water, and by the force of these all dams water, the electricity is produced. Hydroelectric projects play an important role in electricity generation in India. Some of the major hydroelectric projects in India are listed in the table on the next page. So this is some of the important hydroelectric projects which are there in the box. Now let us talk about conservation of energy and power resource. Conservation means protection of the energy and power resource. How can we save and protect these all energy resources? With the rapid increase in population and industrialization, the demand for energy is also rising. So, due to the increase of the population, Jansankhya, and also the demand, the electricity demand in the industries also is increasing the demand of the energy or the power. However, the energy resources are limited. To fulfill the gap between demands and supply, the supply and generation's energy and power resources should be increased or their demands should be decreased. We are largely dependent on non-renewable resources for our energy needs. Overuse of these resources means unlimited use of these resources may exhaust means get finished them in a few years. So these all non-renewable resources can get over due to the unnecessary use of these all powers. Hence, the use of these energy resources need to be checked, or let us say to be controlled. This can be achieved by conservation, protection, and careful use of available energy and power resources. So, in order to save these all power resources, we need to be very careful while using them. Conservation of energy and power resources is aimed to reduce demand, protection, and restore supplies and increase the use of alternative energy. Now, different methods that can be used for conservation of energy and power resources are as follows. So, let us see some of the methods how we can save the energy resources for the future use. First one, turn off lights, fans, and other electronic devices when not in use. So, whenever there is no use of electricity, then it's better to turn off all the lights, fans, and other machines, or the we'd call the gadgets, machines basically, TVs, refrigerators, and so on. These they all should be turned off when there is no any need of electricity. Number two, avoid opening the refrigerators frequently, and also refrigerators also should not be opened again and again. And also deforest your refrigerator regularly because frost can increase the energy consumption. So the refrigerator should be forced time and again. It should be we call uh, repaired time and again, and after repairing only we can say it cannot we call consume the huge amount of energy. Next, use washing machines and dishwashers only when fully loaded. Replace ordinary light bulb with LED or compact fluorescent light CFL bulb. LED or CFL bulbs consume about 80% less energy than ordinary light bulbs. So, in order to give lights to the rooms, it's better to use LED and CFL bulbs, not the other bulbs like we can say Philips bulb and so on. That should not be used. Next one, replace cooking in open utensil with pressure cooker. It not only reduces energy uses but also saves on cooking time. So another point it is talking about, replace cooking in open utensils. So cooking should be done in open vessels. I mean the open vessels, dish and so on. So this way the pressure cooker will be not consuming much energy. So often in many places people prepare food and cook foods by using the electricity. So it is not only reducing energy use but also saves on cooking time. Now let's talk about the use of alternative energy resources. Use renewable energy resources such as solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy, etc. The government should promote their use on a large scale. So now the people of the world should be much focusing on the renewable energy resources. Like we have example solar energy, wind energy, and so on, because they cannot get finished. They will remain in nature for a long time. Now recycling resources, promote recycling and reuse of wastes. such as paper, metals, plastic, etc. So the waste materials should be recycled or reused. Most recycling processes require less energy when compared to manufacturing of new product. Recycling also helps conserve the natural resources. Whenever possible, repairs and reuse things. So the reusable materials like paper, metals and plastic and so on should not be burned, but instead of burning these all things, let these all materials should be we call made as a different useful material. So dear students, this way we have completed the second term chapters. So all of you once again go through with all the chapters which are coming in the second term according to the syllabus given to you all, and you prepare yourself for the second term exam. So dear students, thank you and God bless you all for your second term exam. Thank you.